Tony, go ahead.
Hey, Emily, you first. First double-double in your career in this game. What did you feel like kind of was working for you or went your way in this game that allowed you to be so effective?
I think getting offensive rebounds is what allowed me to really kind of make a difference in the game. Give us a chance to score again.
Was there a specific time or coach in your life who taught you about all the pass fakes you make that said that this is a really effective way for you to create an advantage in the post? Not many players play that way.
Right. I wouldn't say. I'd say maybe when I was younger, and I played street ball, I did it a lot, and it just kind of stuck with me.
Kelsey, on your end, another 25-point night, but you guys kind of struggled a little bit on the defensive end. What were the Sky doing that made it so hard for you guys kind of to contain them, especially, they got up 35 free throws in this game?
I think it showed that, them being a veteran team. We had a couple mental lapses as far as personnel and knowing what to do on certain back screens, and it killed us down the stretch. Van Sloot and Parker got together. They kind of picked us apart. We just got to be a little bit more mindful, especially in that junction of the game.
You've played with Tori your whole career, Kelsey. She's looked much better to start this season than even last year. What have you kind of seen that's allowed her to play so well beyond that she's just healthier than she's been for a while?
The fact that she is who she is, and we as a team want her to keep being that. We believe in every shot that she shoots, that is going in, and we believe that anything she brings to the table, that she's going to be good at it. That's just how much belief I have in her as a friend and as a teammate, and we look forward to her, kind of being who she are.
Zion, go ahead.
Yes, I'll start with Emily. Just a great all-around game, really, from you. What do you feel like you're gaining more confidence as you now getting your fourth start?
I wouldn't say it's from starting. I would just say it's from playing more games with them and being allowed to, be on the floor and build a better connection.
And for Kelsey, another big fourth quarter from you. What has allowed you in this last week or so to really just to get better as the game goes on and to end up exploding in those fourth quarters?
It's kind of settling into a certain rhythm internally, and my mindset is kind of shifting and, doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to do that consistently all the time.
Tony, just want to start?
Yeah, sure. Marianne, first career double-double for Emily Engstler in this game. What did you think of the way she played and what she was able to give you guys tonight?
Yeah, I thought that Emily played really, really well. She was a beast on the boards and just seemed like she was rebounding everything at both ends. Just a really good performance on the glass and getting extra possessions, things like that. I mean, proud of her. I mean, that's a lot of minutes too. She played the most minutes of anybody, 34 minutes. So it's a good performance. There were some things there that she needed to work on, a couple of the fouls. She can improve on that, and a couple of busted plays, but man, for her, ninth game of her pro career, what a performance.
She's a pretty unique player in terms of, all the pass fakes around the basket, the intensity she plays with on both ends. Does she remind you of anyone you've coached before? How do you kind of build around a unique skill set like that?
No, that's an interesting question. Nobody comes to mind. I mean, she's just kind of unique. She's one of a kind, and yeah, she's one of a kind.
You guys, the Sky, shot 35 free throws in this game. I know fouls are something you've been working on with this team. Did they do something really well to get to the line? Is that something you guys need to clean up? How do you kind of view their free throw attempt number?
Well, I could comment on that, but I really don't want to, if you get my drift.
Yes, understood. Another big game from Kelsey and Tori. Kind of how have they blossomed this season for you as scorers? I know they've always been doing this, but it seems like every game, one or both of them is having a big scoring night.
Yeah, I mean, they both did really well tonight. And, I'm just really proud of our team for the passion and the energy and the effort they displayed in this game. A little bit of a rough start, what was it, 11-2. And, then once we recovered from that, it was a ball game after that. And I keep telling our guys, we're a lot closer than anybody else thinks. And we're doing a lot of things well. We don't have much of a margin for error, but man, we're battling and we're competing and they have to get used to the rigors of the pro game. And we are improving each and every time out. There were a number of bright spots. I mean, we got 42 points in the paint. We gave up 40 some, but 42 points in the paint, it's a lot of points in the paint. Most nights that's good enough to win. Turnovers were down, noticeably. Still not where we want it, but trending down. That's good. We out-rebounded a team with a lot of length. I mean, that's a whole big lineup out there a lot of times. We out-rebounded them. 5 people in double figures. That's a great sign for a group of players who have only played together for 9 games. Think about that. Between the rookies and the newcomers who weren't here a year ago, and then the returners who, they've got a whole bunch of new teammates. I'm proud of how hard we played. I wish we could have got a little bit better start to the game and then a little bit better start coming out of the locker room in the third quarter. But other than that, we fought and we went toe to toe with a really, really outstanding team.
Zion, go ahead.
Chicago was able to have a lot of scores in double figures and really just an all-around game from them. And if you look at most of their field goals were assisted on. How difficult is it to guard a team that shares the ball as much as they did tonight?
Well, you got a lot of experience. I mean, their core has played together a ton. Think about it. Look at their starting 5. They've all played together for what? Except for Meesman, who pretty much can kind of be put in anybody's lineup and just be, extra special. I mean, you look at the other 4, they've played together for a number of years, Candace, it's year 2, but again, she's another one. You got 2 all-stars playing with 3 people that have played together for about 6 years. It makes a difference. And, once we have a core that's played together for, 3, 4, 5 years, it'll make a difference for us too.
And you talked about pace pregame, and it did seem like a lot of the times you guys were punishing Chicago by getting up and down the court. Was that something you guys did to your liking? Is that something, and what does that really open up for your team?
Yeah, I mean, pace is important to us. And, we have a young team that fortunately can get up and down pretty quick. So, we always want to keep that pace and spread people out and make them play over an extended amount of floor space. When we can do that, we are pretty good. We gave up 95 points, so I'm not thrilled about that. And we'll look at how to keep getting better and keep getting better. But again, I think, that's one of the areas, even when you play hard, and you play together defensively, it's a whole new world defensively for a lot of our younger players. And they just need time to grow into being more proficient, defensively, and we'll get there. We will get there.